Meghan Markle's mother Doria Ragland will be flying over from LA to be by her daughter's side as the Duchess prepares for her first child this month. As reported today, sources have said Doria will not be able to stay with Meghan for long as she has to go home and look after her dogs, according to the Sunday Mirror. A source said yesterday, Doria should be here for the birth and will be staying. But then she has to get back to her dogs and work. Meghan is also allegedly decorating their new home in Frogmore Cottage with posters from her old home in Canada. The £3 million cottage on the Windsor's Frogmore estate will be decorated with the posters from Toronto, Canada, where she played paralegal Rachel Zane in the US legal drama, Suits. Meghan has reportedly already decorated the cottage with expensive artwork and family pictures. She has also swapped interior design tips with friend and ex-Spice Girl Victoria Beckham. A palace insider said, Harry and Meghan want to make Frogmore as homely as possible, and Meghan has brought over a lot of posters. Frogmore used to house royal staff, but since then the cottage has been renovated to make a family home. It comes as the couple's new Instagram account posted a graffiti mural of former South African President Nelson Mandela alongside a quote from his autobiography. The Sussex Royal Instagram account post was made as a plea to ask those wishing to send gifts to the couple for their firstborn to instead donate to charity. The photo's caption read, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are so grateful for the well wishes in anticipation of their firstborn. Today we introduce you to one of 4 charities the couple has asked that you consider supporting in lieu of sending gifts. Please meet the Lunchbox Fund provides a nutritious daily school meal to children in South Africa who would otherwise go hungry. Since its inception, the Lunchbox Fund has provided over 20 million meals to school children in need." The account also broke the record for hitting 1 million followers faster than any other account. It has been reported today that Duchess Meghan will not be using the Queen's highly regarded doctors, insisting she doesn't want the men in suits to oversee the birth of her first child. Reported in the Mail on Sunday, in a significant break with royal tradition, Meghan has appointed her own delivery team, led by an unnamed female doctor. Royal household gynecologists Alan Farthing and Guy Thorpe-Beeston, who is a specialist in high-risk births, attended at the arrival of all 3 of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's children. They are among the best in the world, but neither has been given the leading role in Meghan's care, and she has politely declined their services as lead physicians for the birth. In keeping with protocol, the Queen's doctors cannot be excluded completely. There will be some role for them, and should something go wrong, as it did with the Countess of Wessex, the Queen's doctors would step in and take over. One source said, Meghan said she doesn't want the men in suits. She was adamant that she wanted her own people. It did leave a few of us a little baffled. Another said, it is slightly surprising. These people, the Queen's doctors, are the best of the best, and when it comes down to it, their role would actually be very limited in the birth itself, assuming all goes to plan. It is understood that meetings to discuss the birth will be held as the due date approaches, with the baby expected next month. Other royals to have given birth under the care of royal gynecologists include Princess Diana and Princess Anne. Sources close to the Duchess stressed the personal nature of her decision, with one insider saying, "Above all, this is her birth, her baby, and she must do whatever feels right for her. How could anyone judge her for that?" There is concern, however, that Meghan's choice will be viewed by some as unnecessarily extravagant. The Queen's physicians do not charge a fee, yet taking on a new team of specialists will cost tens of thousands. A source explained, working for the royal household is seen as an honor and attracts other high-profile fee-paying patients. Sources close to the Duchess insisted last night that her preference has not caused any offense. One said, "No one has thought anything of it because it really is ever so personal." In another break with tradition, it emerged last week that the Duchess has chosen not to give birth in the Lindo wing at St Mary's Hospital, Paddington, which has been used by several other royal mothers. It is likely Meghan and Harry will choose a hospital nearer to their new home, Frogmore Cottage at Windsor, for the birth. As the baby will not be a direct heir to the throne, the couple are said to believe they should not have to pose for the world's media with the new arrival. There is expected to be a brief announcement shortly after the birth, with a picture released later. It's understood that Meghan does not want the pressure of dressing up and posing just because people think she should. The source added, "It is impossible to compare to the Duchess of Cambridge because she is married to the future king. While the focus is very much on Harry and Meghan at the moment, this is not going to last, particularly as the Cambridge children grow up and become the core royal family." Meghan follows a number of other royals to give birth at a later age. The Queen was the same age when she gave birth to Prince Edward. The Countess of Wessex was 38 when she had her daughter, Lady Louise, and 42 when she had James, Viscount Severn, while the Duchess of Cambridge was 36 when Prince Louis was born last year. Queen Victoria had her youngest child when she was 37. The royal gynecologists labelled the men in suits by the Duchess of Sussex are among the most eminent in the world. One of them, Sir Marcus Secchel, served the Queen for 2 decades and postponed his retirement to deliver the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's first child, George, in 2013. He called it the pinnacle of my career. Adored by patients for his empathetic approach, Sir Marcus, 75, has brought thousands of babies into the world. He also helped to save the life of the Countess of Wessex, who collapsed when Lady Louise was born prematurely in 2003, after the placenta ruptured the womb lining. Sir Marcus says, "There is nothing quite like that first cry at the moment of birth, and no matter how many babies one has delivered, it remains a privilege, even if it's at 3 o'clock in the morning, to share that moment of joy, relief and excitement." On his retirement in 2013, he was made a Knight Commander of the Royal Victorian Order, a personal gift of the Queen. Before he took over from Sir Marcus as the Queen's surgeon gynecologist, Alan Farthing was better known as the fiancé of murdered TV presenter Jill Dando. The 55-year-old helped deliver all 3 of the Duchess of Cambridge's children. Quietly spoken and fastidiously polite, he is said to have the perfect bedside manner, always cautious, always in control and very charming. When Miss Dando was killed in 1999, Mr. Farthing overcame his grief by ignoring friends' advice to take 3 months off and instead plunged himself into his work, often operating late into the evening. He now has a private and NHS practice in London's leading hospitals, as well as rooms in Harley Street. Arrival. The fan-led #Global Sussex Baby Shower campaign has inspired countless donations to their organisations. Meghan and Harry responded to the incredibly special surprise on Instagram today, saying they're immensely grateful for the outpouring of love and support in anticipation of the birth of their first child. Last week, altruistic fans of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex came up with a way to celebrate the couple's incoming baby and honour their philanthropic work using the power of social media. They launched the #Global Sussex Baby Shower, an online campaign encouraging people to donate to charities championed by Harry and Meghan. Today, the royal couple responded to the surprising movement on their new official Instagram. What an incredibly special surprise. The grassroots-led #Global Sussex Baby Shower was last Sunday. Their caption began, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are immensely grateful for the outpouring of love and support in anticipation of the birth of their first child." Harry and Meghan had intended to ask supporters to donate to their charities in lieu of sending actual gifts, but it seems their fans beat them to the punch with #Global Sussex Baby Shower. If you haven't donated yet, they suggest giving to the following charities: Lunchbox Fund, which provides meals to children in need; Little Village, which gives clothes and toys to young children up to the age of 5 in need; Well Child, which supports children with serious illnesses; and Baby2Baby, which provides children living in poverty with diapers, clothing, and other necessities. The Duke and Duchess remain appreciative for your warm wishes and kindness during this especially happy time in their lives. Thank you for sharing the love, the caption concluded. Royal fan L. Harris, at @FreePeople on Twitter, started the #Global Sussex Baby Shower hashtag with other Sussex supporters. "We felt the values of compassion and kindness that the Duke and Duchess displayed during their engagements was being overshadowed by negativity in the press and some factions online," she said. "We wanted to create a space where we could talk further about their charitable endeavours and also about the Duchess's impact. She is the thread that brought us together as royal watchers."